Hi everyone, I'm Zabi Barnes, seashell yogi, mystic, shaman, and alchemy teacher. And in this video, we're going to be talking about the emotional body. So in the last video, we talked about the etheric body. I forgot to say in that video that the etheric body is fed by the root chakra. The root chakra is the governing chakra for the etheric body. Today we're going to be talking about the emotional body, and it is fed by the second chakra, the sacral chakra. Remember that all chakras run through all of the emotional bodies, but each emotional body has one primary chakra. So the root chakra was the primary chakra for the etheric body. The sacral chakra is the primary chakra for the emotional body. The second layer of the aura extends 1 to 3 inches from the physical body. So our emotional energies are processed from 1 to 3 inches away from our skin. And for those of you in Europe and Asia and Australia, that would be between 2.5 and 7.5 centimeters from the body. That's where your emotional energies reside. The emotional body is one of the 3 lower bodies or innermost bodies that metabolize energies related to the physical world. So the etheric body is the first layer that we looked at. That's one of the layers that metabolizes energies related to the physical world. And the emotional body is another layer of the aura that metabolizes energies related to the physical world. In other words, we process our physical energies. We process our physical energies through the emotional layer and through the etheric layer of the aura. This is a very colorful layer of the aura. It is where we shine all of our colors. We become rainbows through this layer of the aura. The colors are constantly moving and changing, so that you'll see blobs of red, blobs of orange, green, yellow. Hopefully you're seeing all of the individual rainbow colors. Now, if you're not dealing with an emotion properly, either you're going to get too much of that color, or that color is going to get darker and darker and darker, and it's going to start to spill into other colors, so now the colors are all becoming muddy, and that creates confusion, and then you end up confused about how you feel because you didn't allow emotions to flow through you. You let them instead get stuck and stagnant. So our emotions are designed to move through us all the time and to constantly be moving and changing. We are not designed to get stuck in a particular emotion. When we do, it causes problems, and that problem can be actually seen in the aura by people who are intuitive enough to be able to see or sense the emotional body. This body is the fastest changing body, and it's the source of consciousness for the etheric body. The colors of the emotional body vary from being brilliant and clear to being muddy and dark. Think of a set of watercolors. How when you get them and they're brand new, the colors are so crisp and clean. And then if you're not careful with your watercolors, the blue starts to spill into the yellow, and then some of the red gets in there, and now it's all turning brown. Well, that's what happens when we're not able to be clear with our emotions, when we're not conscious of what we're feeling and we're not allowing ourselves to feel our feelings. Then the color energies can't move through us, and so then they kind of pool up in places, and they get darker and darker, and they start to cloud our other colors and our other feelings. And the truth is that we are a rainbow in our emotional body. And so we want to let all of the colors shine clearly and brightly in this body, which means that we also want to be able to experience the full range of human emotions. No human emotion is bad in and of itself. Even anger is not a bad thing. It's not bad. It's what do you do with that energy? How do you let it flow through you? Do you let it flow through you in a way that is healthy and productive, or do you let it flow through you in a way that is destructive to other people, or do you not let it flow through you in a way that is destructive to yourself? So some of the energies that are held in the emotional body have to do with our ability to feel at home. It's all about feeling. Our ability to feel comfortable in our body. Being able to feel safe and secure. Being aware and in alignment with what we like and dislike physically. It is also about our sensual enjoyment, how we feel about sex, how we feel about cash, how we feel about our interactions with others. Are we feeling guilty? Are we engaging in codependent behavior because we feel guilty? And so all of this is emotional, happening in the emotional body. And depending on how we're expressing ourselves emotionally, that's going to affect how our colors are in this layer of the aura. This layer of the aura is also about where we have either courage or fear. Are we brave or are we scared? It's where our self-esteem, our feelings about ourselves, that part of our self-esteem lies in this layer of the aura. Our ability to love or hate or resent or be bitter or be stuck in grief or anger or loneliness all happens in this layer of the aura. And also our sentimental feelings occur in this layer of the aura. It is the layer... Sorry, my cat is getting into something in the background there. This is the layer of the aura where we can be capable of clear and appropriate emotional expression, or it's where we have repressed emotions. It's also our emotional intelligence, our feelings of adequacy and self-worth, and being able to feel inspired or hopeful. It's also where we experience the feelings of having faith. So all of this is happening in the emotional layer of the aura. And right below this video, there is a PDF that spells out everything that I just went through and shows you chakra by chakra where these energies lie within the emotional layer of the aura, in case you want to do some more targeted work. So hopefully as you're listening, you're taking inventory and considering what in your life is asking for some attention. What would you like to strengthen? And remember, you have those cards that you printed out, hopefully, the last time that you listened. And so you still have them, and maybe they're under your pillow. So you can work with them this time with the intention that you let these seashell spirals help strengthen and brighten your emotional body, to help clear out any muddiness that you might have in your colors. And of course, there are other modalities that we can work with. So some of the modalities that work really well for the emotional body are laughter yoga, rage work, psychotherapy, EFT tapping. Also, color therapy works really well in the emotional body. And of course, all of my seashell work works great for the emotional body. I have a lot of specific shells that work with handling specific emotions. And also, the Mayan sacred geometry light language works really well with this layer of the aura. So if you would like to do deeper emotional work, we can set up a session and talk about your goals, and I can guide you to what I have that might be really useful for you based on what you are experiencing right now in your life. So feel free, at the bottom of this page, there's a link where you can email me and set up a conversation if you want to talk about how to do some deeper healing. Remember, these sessions are designed for people who are ready to commit. You know that you want to work with me, you're just not quite sure what you want to focus on, and so then I can help guide you into what the best offering would be for you. And one other way that I like to work with the emotional body is doing angel work. I find the angels are very good at helping us heal our stuck emotions. So if you already are working with angels, ask them to work with you to heal the emotional body. I have a very specific way that I teach people how to work with angels that I find is very, very good for any emotional healing that is needed. And it's working a lot with this particular layer of the aura. So the angels are here to help us, and they're here to help brighten and clear our colors and help us let those colors flow through with grace and with ease, and they don't judge us. They don't judge our emotions. That's a human habit, that we judge our emotions as being wrong. The angels don't have that judgment. They are happy to help us move the emotions on angel wings without judging them. So, I want to thank you for taking this time today to learn more about your emotional body and to make a commitment to be more brilliant in the expression of your clear emotions. And in the next recording, we're going to talk about the third subtle body that is also another layer of the aura that metabolizes the energies related to the physical world. And this layer is the mental body. So what we talked about today were our feelings. Next time we're going to be talking about what happens with our thoughts and how our thoughts affect the energy body, the aura, specifically the mental layer of the aura, and what we can do to strengthen that. So I look forward to seeing you next time, and remember to check out the PDF that gives the more specific chakra energies of the emotional body. So until next time, allow yourself to be the brilliant moving rainbow that you are through the clear expression of your emotions.